Okay, good morning, students. This is lesson number 1, video number 2. In the first lesson, in the first video, I had explained various terms. What is economy? What are economic activities? What is economics as a subject? Then its types: microeconomics, macroeconomics, and the causes of economic problem. What is economic problem and why does it arise? Okay, so this video is in continuation of the previous video. See here, I have written here lesson number 1, video number 2. In this video we are going to discuss the types of economy. There are 3 types of economy. On what basis we classify the economy into 3 types? Based on some factors. Who makes the decision? Is the decision made by the government or private entrepreneurs or jointly by both? This is number 1. Based on this, economy is classified into 3 types. Number 2, who is the owner of most of the factors of production? Is the owner government or private entrepreneurs? Based on that, economy is classified into 3 types. Then, who decides what type of goods and services are to be manufactured? Who makes the decision? Is the decision made by the government or private entrepreneurs? Based on this, economy is classified into 3 types. And who dominates the economic activities? Who dominates in the economic activities? Or the economic activities are dominated by government or private entrepreneurs or in some proportion by both. Based on this, economy is classified into 3 types. What are the 3 types of economy? Number 1, centrally planned economy. Second one is market economy. And third one is mixed economy. So, economy is classified into only 3 types. So, let's start with type number 1. What is the first type of economy? Centrally planned economy. So, which economy is called centrally planned economy? The economy in which some conditions are fulfilled. The economy in which these features exist. Such economy is called centrally planned economy. So, let me explain in detail. The economy in which the decisions related to these problems, these are economic problems. Who is going to make the decision related to these economic problems? The decisions related to these economic problems, if taken by the central authority. The central authority here refers to the central government. If the decisions related to these 3 economic problems, if taken by the central government, that economy is called centrally planned economy. Number 2, condition number 2, that economy in which economic activities are fully controlled by the government. What activities are economic activities here? The activities related to production, activities related to exchange. Exchange here refers to buying and selling. The activities related to investment. So, if these major type of economic activities, if fully controlled by government, fully controlled by the central government, that economy is called centrally planned economy. Third point, the economy in which the resources are owned by the government. I already told you in the previous example what are called resources, factors of production, land, labor, capital and entrepreneurship. If the owner of these factors of production, if the owner is the government, that economy is called centrally planned economy. Number 4, the economy in which only those goods and services are produced, not all. The government, if the government makes a decision about what type of goods and services only are to be produced in the country, what type of goods and services which benefits the people of the country, which raises or increases the standard of living of the people. If only those goods and services are produced as taken by the government, and whatever the goods and services are produced, its price is also decided by the government, that economy is called centrally planned economy. The most important point of the centrally planned economy is the aim or objective. If the aim of the economy is social welfare refers to how to raise the standard of living of the people of the country, keeping in mind the social welfare of the economy. If some activities are fully owned and controlled by the central government, that economy is called centrally planned economy. Last point, the economy in which public sector undertakings dominates in the economic activities. Business can be owned only by two important persons. One is the government, the other one is private entrepreneurs. Now, the economy in which most of the activities are dominated by the business owned by the government. What is the other name of business owned by the government? That is called public sector undertakings or public sector enterprises. If public sector enterprises dominates in the economic activities, that economy is called centrally planned economy. Type number 2, market economy. Type number 1 we discussed was centrally planned economy. We already discussed some of the features of centrally planned economy. Now, what are the features of market economy? Market economy is that economy in which these features do exist. So what type of features, what features must exist in an economy so that we will call that economy as market economy? Number 1, the economy in which the decisions related to these 3 economic problems are taken by private individuals, private entrepreneurs, not the government. In this economy, the government does not interfere. Government does not interfere. The government has given freedom to whom? To the private individuals. For what? For making the decisions related to major economic problems. Therefore, this economy is also called as free economy. Why is it called free economy? The private individuals are given freedom to take decisions. Government does not interfere. Number 2, that economy in which the economic activities are fully controlled by private, not the government. That economy is market economy. Number 3, the economy in which the factors of production, the resources are owned by the private individuals. The owners of factors of production, land, labor, capital and entrepreneurship. For these factors, who will be the owners? The private, not the government. That economy is called market economy. Number 4, what type of goods and services are produced in the market economy? Not all types of goods and services. Only those type of goods and services are produced in which the private individuals can increase or maximize their profit. Whatever the goods that gives maximum profit to them, but by minimizing the cost, they will manufacture only those type of goods and services. Why? Because the main aim of market economy is private maximization. Why? Because it is fully controlled by the private. The government does not interfere. Then, okay, some goods and services are produced. Okay, how are they sold in the market? At what price? Who decides the price of a good or service? Again, the decision related to deciding the price of the product is also made by private entrepreneurs. Government does not interfere. The government gives full freedom to the producers, the private individuals. Therefore, market economy is also called as free economy. Then, last point. In the market economy, who dominates in the economic activities? Government or private? I already told you, the government does not interfere. There are only two types of business. The business owned by the private, called private enterprises, and the business owned by the government, called public sector undertakings. In this economy, only private enterprises dominates in the economic activities because government does not play major role. Government does not interfere. Therefore, the economy in which these features do exist, that economy can be called as market economy or also called as free economy. The third and last type of economy is mixed. You can easily understand from the name itself, mixed economy. It is that economy in which some of the features of centrally planned economy and some of the features of market economy both exist. So some features of centrally planned economy, type number 1, some features of market economy, type number 2, both get mixed. That is mixed economy. So I am going to discuss what are the features of mixed economy. India follows mixed economy. Why? India does not follow a full or centrally planned economy or a complete free economy. In our country, we follow mixed economy. So, features. Number 1, the economy in which the decisions related to these economic problems are jointly taken by private as well as government. Some decisions are taken by government, central government, and some decisions are taken by private. So, jointly decisions are taken related to economic problems. Therefore, this economy is also called as joint economy. Number 2, it is the economy in which the economic activities are not fully controlled by government, not fully controlled by only private, but controlled by both private as well as the government. Third point, the economy in which the resources, the factors of production are owned and controlled by both private as well as the central government. Number 4, the economy in which all types of goods and services are produced. Some goods and services are produced which will benefit the people for social welfare. Plus, some goods and services are produced which will maximize the profit for the private entrepreneurs. So, both type of goods and services are produced in this mixed economy. And last point, the economy in which public sector undertakings. Public sector undertaking means the business owned by the government plus the private enterprises. Private enterprises means the business owned by private individuals. So both participates in the economic activities. Both here refers to private enterprises as well as public sector undertakings. Okay children, this is the end of this topic. So with this I finish this video. This is the video, second video of lesson number 1. Okay children, to complete the lesson number 1, to have a complete and depth knowledge of lesson number 1 forever, you have to watch all the videos of lesson number 1. Only then you will have a complete understanding of all the topics and subtopics of lesson number 1, chapter number 1. Okay children, subscribe, continuously watch my video time and again, for the first time, second time during the revision, and third time before your final examination or year end examination or the board examination. So do subscribe, do watch, do recommend, do share with as many people as possible, all in your known. Thanks for watching.